In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this Share Your Post component using the Forms and Tables design system. All right, so we have the Forms and Tables basic design system, link in the description. Here are all the different modals that are compiled within the system. What I'm going to do is create a new file in Figma. So here it is. And the first thing we're going to do is get this library. So we have Forms and Tables basic design system. We're going to add it to the file. And now we have all of the different components here. So first thing I'm going to do is go to modals down here and drag in a modal. So we have modal small, medium, large, and then we have these various different variants that we can turn on and off to create the share modal. So I'm going to start off by taking some things away actually. So we're going to get rid of the secondary button, the primary button, and the checkbox. And I don't think I need the description, so get rid of the body text. And then the icon we will get rid of as well. So large icon is gone. And we're leaving this X to cancel or close out. And we're going to say share your post. And we're actually going to do the orientation to be centered. Okay, so we have this. And now we're going to drag out a button. And we are going to, since this is large, we'll keep this as large. We're going to just do the regular. So it doesn't have the little drop shadow. And then we're going to do social media icon. And we're going to make this white. So there we go. With two simple components, we've gotten the building blocks of building our share post modal. So this we're going to say share with or share on Facebook. Then we're just going to hold Option drag to create another one, and this is going to be LinkedIn. And then what we're going to do, just like I double clicked on the text to start typing, I double click on the icon, and so there's a component, the icon component, or the social media icon component within the button component. So this is the button component. We have the controls. You double click, you have access to the icon here. So we're going to change it from Facebook to LinkedIn, just typing that in. Share on LinkedIn, and we're going to do one more. Let's share on X, formerly known as Twitter. Double click on that icon, just type in X, it's right here. Beautiful. So actually we're going to make one more, and we're going to turn the social media icon here off, but we're going to have the left icon on. And again, we're just going to double click on it, and we're going to do link, and this is going to be copy link. So you can just copy it to your clipboard and share it however you see fit. And then I'm going to actually create a component out of this. So I'm going to do Shift A around it. So I selected everything, did Shift A, and that created a auto layout. And we have 12. We'll make this 8. And we'll keep those the same for now. And then we're going to click on each button. You can do that individually, or you can click on the frame and just click enter. Now all the buttons are selected. And we're going to go up here and we're going to do fill container. So now as you see, we have this, but now we want to have the icon actually aligned to the left. So to do this, one way to do it is just to click on all the text, and we're going to make sure it's center aligned right here. And then we're going to say fill container. And there is one way to do it there. A better way to do it actually is to, again, select each one of the buttons and do that. So I double clicked to distribute the items. So it got rid of a few pixels, so it's more centered aligned text with the icon on the left. Okay, so now we're going to call this share buttons. and we're going to create a component. So I'm in this new file, so I'm not in the forms and tables file anymore, but it's linked here. And now we're going to create a local component. So I click create component, and now we have our share buttons. And so now it's the question, how do I get this component inside of the modal? You can't just copy and paste. That's not going to work. So what we're going to do, we're just going to drag out an instance of this. And so you see in local components, we have the share buttons. I can also just drag it there. So we have the share buttons, but we want to put it within the modal. So we could go and detach the instance and then copy and paste it in there. But what we have within this component, and this is what makes it really cool, is we have replace component option. So I turned that on. It's right at the bottom. So it says replace with a component. And so now I'm just going to click into it, and then we are going to replace it. So you can actually do this with anything. You can just replace a component, or you can replace basically things within a component. So now we're going to go and we're going to go find that instance. So this is the forms and tables thing that we're looking for. We're going to go to local components, and we're going to click share buttons. And now we have the share buttons within this modal. So this looks great. Next thing I'm going to do here is add a little bit more margin to the top here. So I'm going to actually go to share buttons. This is the original component here, and we're going to actually click this to bump this up to 20. And so now we have a little bit more space. And now another thing I'm going to do is I am going to collapse that so it has top padding and bottom padding of 0, and we're going to make the top padding, let's make it 20. That looks good. So I actually like this now. And so now we have this. It's still the modal component, but it has these new features. Granted, I could have put these share buttons inside of a component, so it's a option, but I like this way instead, so you can really isolate unique components to the working file and then place them in with the replace component. So that is how I created the share your post. You can again edit this how you see fit. Like if you wanted to increase the headline to extra large, you could do so, extra large, bold. Those are all in the text styles. You could go ahead and add a description as well to say whatever you see fit. But that is how we customize the modal component.